Now today we discuss the sign of a trigonometric function. Now today we discuss the sign of a trigonometric function. Let PAB be a point on the unit circle. The circle is given. The circle is given. P be a point. P be a point on the unit circle with the center at the origin. With the center at origin such that angle AOP equal to x degree, angle AOQ is y degree minus x degree. Angle AOP is x degree and angle AOQ is minus x degree. Then the coordinate of the point Q will be a minus b, and the coordinate of P will be AB. So therefore cos minus x is equal to cos x and sin minus x equal to minus sin x. Since for the every point of P, AB on the unit circle, the value of A lies between minus 1 to 1. The value of A lies between minus 1 to 1 and the value of B lies between minus 1 to 1. So we have the value of cos x is lies between minus 1 to 1 and the sin x is minus 1 to 1. So for all x we have learned in the previous class that in the first quadrant the value of x lies between 0 to pi. A and B are both positive in the first quadrant. So the value of x lies between 0 to pi by 2. Then A and B both are positive. And in the second quadrant the value of x lies in pi by 2 to pi. So the A is negative and B is positive. So the A is negative and B is positive, and the value of B in the third quadrant the value x lies between pi to 3 pi by 2. In the third quadrant value of x lies in pi to 3 pi by 2. In A and B both are negative, therefore sin x positive, sin x negative and cos x also negative. So therefore the sin x is positive for 0 to pi and negative for pi to 2 pi. Similarly, the cos x is positive for 0 to pi by 2, negative for pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, and also positive for 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So these sign convention we explain that the sign of a trigonometric function in the first quadrant, second quadrant and third quadrant and fourth quadrant. In the first quadrant sin, cos and tan all are positive, and in the second quadrant sin positive, cos and tan are negative. So therefore in the third quadrant sin, cos negative, tan positive, and in the fourth quadrant sin negative, cos positive and tan negative. According to there are 6 trigonometric functions. All trigonometric functions are positive in the first quadrant. Sine and cosec are positive in the second quadrant and the rest trigonometric function are negative. Tan and cot are positive in the third quadrant and the rest of trigonometric functions like sine, cos, sec, cosec are negative in the third quadrant, and the trigonometric function of cos x and sec x are positive in the fourth quadrant, and the rest of trigonometric function sine, cosec, tan and cot are negative in the fourth quadrant. So this is the sign convention of all the trigonometric function. Now next, domain and range of the trigonometric function. Domain and range of all the trigonometric function for sine and cosine function. For sine and cosine function, they are defined for all the real number r. The sine and cosine function all are defined for all real number r such that the sine of x is lies between -1 to 1 and the cos x is lies between -1 to 1. Thus the domain of y equal to sine x. Thus the domain of y equal to sine x and y equal to cos x, y equal to cos x is the set of all real numbers, and range is the in the interval -1 to 1, closed interval -1 to 1. So y equal to sine x and y equal to cos x, the domain of all the domain of these trigonometric function are a real number, and the range of these trigonometric function are closed interval -1 to 1. Since cosec x is equal to 1 upon sine x, cosec x is equal to 1 upon sine x, the domain of y equal to cosec x is the set of x such that x belongs to R and x not equal to n pi, n belongs to z, and the range is the set of y such that y belongs to R, y is greater or equal to 1 or y is less or equal to -1. So the domain of a cosine function, the domain of a cosec function is the reciprocal of a sine function. So the domain of y is equal to cosec x is the set of x such that x belongs to R and x not equal to n pi, and the range of y equal to cosec x, so such that y belongs to R, y is greater or equal to 1 and y is less or equal to 1. Similarly, we can find the domain and range of y is equal to sec x is the set x such that x belongs to R and x not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. 2n plus 1 pi by 2 is the general solution of a trigonometric function, and range is the set y such that y belongs to R, y is less or equal to -1 and our y is greater or equal to -1. So the domain and the range of a trigonometric function of sec x, the domain is x belongs to R and x not equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, and range is y such that y belongs to R, y less or equal to -1 or y greater or equal to 1. Now we observe that in the first quadrant as x increases from 0 to pi. Now we observe that in the first quadrant the value of x increases from 0 to pi by 2. So the sin x increases from 0 to x, 0 to 1. In the first quadrant, the value of x increases from 0 to pi by 2. The value of sin x increases from 0 to 1, and x increases from pi by 2 to pi. The value of sin x decreases from 1 to 0. In the second quadrant, the value of sin x is decreases, and in the first quadrant the value of sin x is increases. Now next, in the third quadrant the value of x increases pi to 3 pi by 2, and the value of sin x decreases from 0 to -1. And finally, in fourth quadrant sin x increases from -1 to 0, and as x increases from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Similarly, we can discuss the following trigonometric functions. So therefore, these are the value corresponding to the value of x. If x increases from first part 0 to pi by 2, sign of the function increases. In the second quadrant, the value of x increases from pi by 2 to pi. The value of sin x decreases. The value of x pi to 3 pi by 2 increases. The value of sin x decreases, and the value of x 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi increases. The value of sin x is also increases from -1 to 0. So this similarly we can also discuss the another trigonometric function corresponding to their angles. Now thanks.